Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Stories Behind the Songs. This is the second episode. It's about the song Walking Wounded. What happened was, after my mom passed away from cancer, I honestly felt so traumatized that I couldn't drive for about a month, and I would just have these really bad flashbacks of my mom in the hospital for her last days, and the doctors and the chemo visits and everything. It was a lot. It was a lot to digest. It was a lot to think about. It was a lot to heal. And so I lived in this area where there are all these restaurants and cafes, and I remember coming out and walking around, and I knew a lot of people who worked in these cafes and stores, and they would always wave and smile, and I found myself waving and smiling to everyone because that's what I always did. But when I got home, I would just break down and cry, and then I thought about all the people in the world who must be hurting inside and feeling so horrible, and all the people in the world who actually don't smile and wave and they walk around miserable. I felt so much compassion for them, and so much empathy, and I felt so sad that if I'm hurting, then these people are hurting so much, and they're probably going through so much more than I am. And the concept of Walking Wounded is about how we're all connected as one, as humanity, and if one person is hurting inside, then because we're all connected, we're all hurting. We found truth in the night. How did I write the lyrics? Well, I just sat down at the piano. I had a blank piece of paper, and I didn't know what was gonna come out, but I started thinking about this friend I have, and he fell madly in love with this woman. He married her, and she ended up cheating on him in their house, and she ended up taking all of his money, and he was so heartbroken. And so the second verse is about him, and it's how there's people out there who go around intentionally stealing and hurting others, and it's horrible, but that's what's going on in the world. And it's about how people are walking wounded because there's people taking advantage of people. What's the chorus about? The chorus is, we're living in a world where everyone's one, but everyone wants to run away. We're living in a world where everyone's two, but everyone wants to do it their way. It's about how we're one as humanity, but we're running away, meaning we're not coming together as a society. We are fighting, we are arguing, we are not coming together in harmony. What do I hope people get from the song Walking Wounded? I hope that people, have more compassion and empathy towards one another, because I truly believe that the people who are hurtful and who are unkind to others, I truly believe that that's a cry out for love from them, that they're so wounded inside that they need love. So I hope that people, have more compassion for those people. I hope people connect more with others, knowing that, if someone's not acting kind to you, it's because they are really wounded. I hope that people feel truth from the song, because that's why I wrote it. I wrote it as an anthem for humanity, that this is what we are experiencing in the world now. And I just wanted, as a writer, as an artist, I just wanted to sit down at the piano and reveal something and reflect society as I was feeling it emotionally and as I was seeing it, hoping that if someone hears it, that it will strike a chord in them, that it will make them awaken a little, that this is the truth, that people are hurting. People are hurting each other. It's not. It is what it is, and we're walking wounded, and people do need healing, and the world needs healing. And you know, I think it's such an interesting time to be alive now, because you know, we open up our phones and look at Instagram and we see, or Facebook, and we see that everyone looks so perfect, and everyone, their lives looks so wonderful. But in reality, you know, behind the scenes, that is not the truth. I thought to myself, like, who should produce a song? And I was thinking, well, I love that song "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman, and that would be so cool if I could get that music producer, Davey Kirschenbaum, to produce a song. And so, long story short, he invited me to his studio, which was at Marilyn Monroe's home in Hollywood. And I walked in, and he had this white grand piano, and he said, "Play me the song." And I sat down and I played him Walking Wounded, and he said, "I want to produce it, that would be so great." And then he said, play me more songs. So I ended up playing like 10 songs that I wrote, and so he produced 3 songs on ODS. But that was cool. That was a fun, you know, like Hollywood experience to go to Marilyn Monroe's house and play on the white grand piano, and that was awesome. I'm giving away Walking Wounded for free on my website at frankiloveteam.com. I really appreciate all of you, and sending you lots of love and light. Bye.
But his wife took him for a trip in the limelight, took his innocence, passion, threw it all away.